We are underway here in Philadelphia. Big-time rugby league comes to the city of brotherly love when the kickoff is taken by Matt Singh, who had such a super game in the Tri-Nations final just a short few days ago at Elland Road in Leeds. He plays it as the Australians work it outside their 20. They take it up. The American coach, the Tomahawks coach, John Cartwright, of course, an assistant to Ricky Stewart at the Sydney Roosters, as Nate Smith goes under a tackle and he gets to within an inch of the line. He'll play it. The Americans, through Eric Hollingsworth, are denied once again. Vasilakopoulos from dummy half gives it to Astle, but there is no way through the likes of Willie Mason and also Scott Hill. What a break it was by Nate Smith. Vasilakopoulos again to Peterson, in behind the decoy of Rahui, still going, gets across the line, and the Liberty Bell might ring once again in Philadelphia because the Tomahawks are first to score.
Oh my, this is incredible.
There's the kicker for the American side, a former kicker with the University of Louisville in Kentucky, a native Kentuckian himself, and the kick was a good one, and the Americans lead 6 points to 0 towards the 50. He'll play it here deep in the tackle count as Hill gets the dummy half, a one-handed pickup, tries to put a ball on for Singh, taken by Nate Smith, and you can say goodbye because the man they call Seabiscuit wins the race to the finishing post.
Wow.
Two tries unanswered by the American Tomahawks. And if the Australians have taken the game lightly, that will change right now, and they are on their feet in the bleachers here at Franklin Field.
Well, it certainly would.
And here he is now trying to convert his own try to, believe it or not, make it 12 points to 0 to the Americans over the Australians.
We talked about this before, about equating to American football. This is like an NFL team going up against a high school team.
He stands in the tackle a while as well. They've got just 2 tackles left in this set of 6. Mason, again, the playmaker. A lovely ball to O'Mealy, who will crash across the line. Did he get the ball down? No, he didn't. Held up, says Rob Irwin. And the Aussies will get it back with a scrum feed on the last play.
And Mark O'Mealy showing the Australian forwards what to do as a quick play the ball. They go left to Darren Lockyer. A lovely ball to Matty Bowen. Onto the chest and drops it.
Bowen getting across the line as we came back out of the replay. And a chance for the Australians. Goes begging here. Lockyer, a lovely ball off the hip, and Bowen only had to hang on to it to score. They go left again, down the short side. Hill, a lovely ball to Luke Rooney. Back on the inside to Scott Hill, who throws a ball over the top. Dropped by Matt Cooper. The Aussies bomb another one.
Wow, wow. How many opportunities?
Last tackle. Peterson at first receiver will go to the air with the bomb. Rooney is out there for the Australians, but it comes down to the Tomahawks. Kamali got a touch to it. It was knocked backwards. It's still there. Danny Ball picks it up. Was it play on? Yes, it was. The Americans have their 3rd try, and it's 16 points to 0.
Up in the air, there was plenty of chasers coming through, and it was touched by Kamali. Costin didn't think there was 6 to go. He put it on toe. And the next thing you know, it bounces up into the arms, and the Americans, Danny Bull scoring. Well, what a scoreline this is.
And look at the bounce. Perfect bounce right into his arms.
The kick from Brandon Costin is good, and the Tomahawks lead the Australians 18 points to 0. As he plays it, let's go downstairs once again to Rob Balachandran, who's with the American captain, Jeff Preston.
Jeff, tell me what you're feeling right now. This is the best the Americans have ever played.
He's not feeling too good, I can tell you, Rob, as Matt Bowen runs a long way, and the Australians have their first try of the night. It took them 35 minutes to get to it.
They convert so well, the Australians, from when they've been defending. When they get the ball straight away from to offensively, they use the football. They number up well. They know where the ball has to be shifted to. They go to the space. And on this occasion, it was their front rower, Petro Sivanasiva, offloading to Matty Bowen, who's looked dangerous on his feet, can step off both feet. Tremendous player. Got his opportunity in rep football only in the last couple of years. but he's certainly making it every post a winner as Lockyer converts to bring the Australians closer to the USA.
He'll play it on the last tackle. 10 out from the Aussie line. Costin grubbering in behind them. Nobody at home. He picked it up. And from Huddersfield to Philadelphia, Brandon Costin scores the 4th try of the game for the Americans.
Well, we're talking about momentum swings. The Australians had all the ascendancy, executed poorly.
And once again, it was so important because the Americans were on their heels of momentum shifting easily against the mighty Aussies, and to come back and score is huge right now.
There wasn't much there to start with, but he almost created it on his own. He plays it back to Tate. It comes to Lockyer. Players in motion. Mason to Bowen, who steps past the tackle and gets to the line. Rick D'Ortoni came up, tried to shut him down, but Matt Bowen scores his 2nd try of the night. A double now for Matt Bowen as Lockyer from the sideline looks to convert. The kick is on its way. Mason, but he's met there by 3 tacklers. They got up off the line as quickly as they could and made an effective tackle on him. Lockyer to the line, inside ball, a lovely one to Minicello. He's got Berrigan with him, and Peterson diving, can't stop him. Sean Berrigan gets Australia's 3rd try of the game, and the scoreline suddenly here in Philadelphia is closing quickly.
You love how the Aussies play. They've got great skill. They can throw long passes. They throw an interchange of short passing. And it's also the ability to take advantage of any tired defenders through the middle of the ruck.
Lockyer from right in front adds the extra 2. They could level the scorelines here with a try and a conversion. They work it from dummy half. Minicello, a lovely play, a simple play, but so effectively worked by the Australians. It's Cooper who scores the try for them. And in a few moments' time, it's taken a long time, but the Aussies will be back here where they started the game on level terms.
He's an exciting player, and that's a trademark, hitting a hole as Darren Lockyer converts to even the game up.
You know, Australia knocking on the door, a play like that could turn around, get it back in the game, because you know momentum is totally with the Aussies right now.
Oh, Mason from the scrum was just awesome. He barreled players out of the way, and he scores as the rain starts to fall here in Philadelphia. The Aussies have the lead for the first time. It's 28 points to 24, and Bulldogs fans back home have their hearts in their mouths as they see Willie Mason limp away after scoring that try.
Well, it's a good try by Willie Mason, just picking it up from the lock forward position, showing brute strength. He's a big man, forces his way over, and the Australians hit the front for the first time in the game. You can see the Americans trying to push the football out of his hands, hold him up over the line, and then he just slams it down.
Lockyer with a conversion attempt, kicks the goal to make it 30 points to 24 to the Kangaroos. Running across the line, coming out of the line very quickly once again was the head-geared missile, J.C. Roker, who likes to aim up on both sides of the ball. Lovely pass from Kennedy to Ryan, back on the inside to Matty Bowen. He grabs a hat-trick in Philadelphia and extends the lead for the Kangaroos. That'll make it 34 points to 24, and they look safe as the rain continues to fall here at Franklin Field.
Yeah, great work, Matty Bowen. He's been waiting for his opportunity to play for Australia, giving the Australians the opportunity to lead by 12. Kamali puts the ball between the posts.
No showing up your opponent. No, it hasn't been dirty or chippy.
Seven Seaver comes to the defence and then was met by 2 or 3 of them before offloading to Matt Bowen. Here's Carroll, Minicello to Scott Hill. He has some room suddenly. He gives it away on the outside, a kick. Not a bad one either by Brent Tate. Coming through the middle of the park, Andrew Ryan is there. He couldn't get a touch. The ball was touched in the in goal by one of the Americans. Picked up, but the play will come all the way back to what is the 30-yard line.
Well, it looked as though Australia were going to be able to score a point or score a try in the stroke of full time. But the play's been called back. Some lovely short hands. Scott Hill throwing the dummy, going through.
Referee Rob Irwin picking up what he saw as a forward pass in that movement. And with around about 15 seconds left and the scrum not packed, the players said, that's enough, I think, tonight in Philadelphia. And they put on quite a show for a healthy crowd here. as the rain held off for the majority of the 80 minutes. And they certainly enjoyed what they saw as far as big-time rugby league is concerned here in the northeast of the USA. The Kangaroos have beaten the US Tomahawks 36 points to 24.